I like it. Oh, Airman does indeed have a whole song. MK Cyborg, you are right. He's pretty cool. Chiron, thank you for the butts, aka the bits. You know what? Let's talk about butts. Crappy, you want to talk about butts? You want to lead us over to the game reveal? Come on, Crappy, let's go. Hopefully I have this set up right. Yeah, run past the dogs. Oh my gosh. No, if y'all missed Beethoven for Game Boy yesterday, it was certainly a riot. We had one match yesterday. I had a lot of fun. We've got one match today. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Who is giving out today's game? Well, say hello to our dear friend, Corn Dan. Corn Dan, my fellow Don't Make Us Bored co-host, bird enthusiast, or at least bird enjoyer. Are you a bird enthusiast or a bird enjoyer, Corn Dan?
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I like the birds that show up in my backyard.
Okay, depends on the day. Okay, birds in your backyard, good birds. Good.
Yeah, they're good birds.
Yeah, so how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how related to birds is this upcoming game?
Maybe like a 2. A 1, somewhere in there, like a 10%. Yeah, like 1.
Oh, this is the non-bird game. If I'm gonna call out any birds that I see. I might see like birds in the background, but I will call them out because they're very important. I want to raise this game from a 1.
There's not really any birds in the background, but you know, part of the game will make you think about birds, right? And that's fine.
Really? Why?
Well, we'll get into that a little bit, right? You know, but let's talk about why we have this. See, this is the Bad Cat Memorial match.
Oh yeah, because we had a double tube and bin. It was amazing.
Yeah, we dumped Bad Cats in the river, right? Bad Cat went and drank against his dog buddy, and then drove off into the sunset in the motorcycle and crashed in the sewer. And so, now we're here to memorialize Bad Cat.
Yes, perfect. And by a celebration, possibly?
Well, first we were going to go try to visit Bad Cat. And that didn't pan out.
Okay.
And so now, Bad Cat did a lot of sports stuff, right? He did some driving. He did that weird trampoline-like thing with the pool. I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah.
He did some acrobatics and all of that. So what better way to memorialize Bad Cat than like a sports festival, right? Bad Cat seemed to like sports.
Yeah, I think so. I think a sports festival is the best way to remember our dead Bad Cat friend.
What is the biggest sports festival in the world other than the Winter Olympics?
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, Summer Olympics, possibly.
Well, yeah, maybe, but, right, I gave them Winter Olympic Games, Lillehammer 94.
Yes, we're going to Lillehammer, everybody. The players will have 1 full hour to try to be the best sports people in existence. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably why there aren't too many birds. It's cold. And birds are warm-blooded, and they're like, this sucks, okay? I don't want to be here.
But there is a ski jump event, and that'll kind of make you think about birds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, let me go ahead. I need to get everything ready. Meanwhile, yeah, Gordon, I had a lot of fun. My Xena run went very well over at the marathon that I helped with. The marathon itself raised, I think it was $12,275 for an LGBT organization helping youth, especially in the Atlanta area, who became homeless. I'm really, I feel like it's an extremely good cause. I had a lot of fun, and I got to hold a blind race. Blind-ish. Some of the people who played, they actually got a person from the charity to come and play for my blind race, Corndan.
And did they win?
No. They really, really lost. But he was hilarious. I loved it. They also had somebody from the con playing. He's like, yeah, I never really do panels or anything, but I'm playing in this. And he said that he had fun. So, like, I'm really happy with how it went. I think everybody had a good time.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to share the joy of more blind races. The great thing about the guy as well, the charity dude, I have his business card. I might actually end up talking to him later because he's like, I would love to get involved with more of this stuff. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Good to know. So we'll see. I really enjoyed that guy. So yeah, everybody, if you didn't see the blind race, you should definitely go check it out. Before you check things out, though, thank you so much, Trisha Bunny, Hype Train. Wait, Hype Train is not a person. Thank you, Tails Faraga. Thank you, Bad Check Pun. Corndan, I'm tired. Oh, well, let's get rid of Zelda 2 music because I think it's time for us to go to Lillehammer. Playlist, I literally clicked on you so that you paused and you went to the next game and had to load before I could pause it again. What the crap? Here we go, everybody. Does this look like a Lillehammer to you? Does to me.
It could be.
I've never hammered a lily.
Oh, neither have I. And I've never used a hammer made of lilies.
Do you think you could get, like, lily essential oil?
I don't know. I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's something that I'm pretty sure there are multiple people here in Utah who would be able to answer that question.
I'm sure. And they tell you, like, the 5 things it's good for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and most of those would probably be a lie. Yeah, I'm glad that I see, like, several friendly names in chat. Flannel Cat, I love to see you, and thank you so much, Arborelia, for coming and bothering us with a raid. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, and good to see everybody else showing up. I know that there's some... Oh my gosh, Corndan, I ran into some people in... Actually, I think I was on the subway back to the airport. I ran into one person and I'm like, oh yeah, hey, I introduced myself. Dig me in the fandom. I go by Brosension speedrunning, and one of them's like, oh, I know you. I love Kusogrand8. And I'm like, you said it right? Oh, that's a good sign. Nobody, like, if people have heard of it, they say it wrong, but if they have watched it, they say it right. And I'm like, yes, we're spreading, Corndan.
I mean, I think there's a overlap with a lot of communities here.
Yeah. Okay, there is a question in the Discord because it looks like everybody is just about set up, but I do want to make sure that we have everything correct here. And I believe they're all going with a different country.
They are? Yep.
Yeah, Brazil. We've got, is that Norway? Sweden, okay. Canada, and then Italy. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Just remember, we're popping brews in heaven. Rip Bad Cat, our angle.
And also, please read. So
Steel ball, run.
Yeah, Rip Bad Cat, hug a fox. Poppin' brews in heaven, Rip Bad Cat, our angle. What's our angle, though?
Well, I can be your angel or your devil.
Okay, so it looks like people are confirming. God. Okay, and they are ready. Woo! Yeah, they are going to suffer, everybody. So, wish them the best of luck. Feel free to use your channel points to bet for them. Otherwise, we need some emotes for chat to spam. What would be good emotes?
I mean, Bad Cats.
Bad cat. Okay, anything cat related.
Right.
Rings.
Guns. Skis. Medals.
Winter.
You're not gonna get any medals. Yeah, winter, snow.
Yeah. Okay, spam that. Basically, anything cat related and anything winter related. And here we go. Woo! Actually, they're not playing yet, are they?
No, you can't skip this.
That's
scene.
fine, whatever. We started the timer, we're going. I kind of like this music, though. It's already a jam.
All right, so we're having them do the full Olympics, right?
Oh my
And
gosh.
the way it's set up, and you can capture this sheet. Basically, we're gonna sum up all of their places, right? And then whoever has the lowest one wins, right? So like everything you've never done, 16th place.
Okay, so
Right?
there's
Whoever has the
16
lowest score in
places.
the hour.
Gotcha.
10 events, 16 places. You get 1 point per place that you are. Right? So if you got first in everything, you would have a score of 16.
Okay. That's not too shabby. Yeah, I will probably go and check out just to see how things are being tracked here to make sure that I've got everything right. Luckily, we've got a wonderful team of refs that will probably mess their names up later, so I'll give them a little bit of time just so they're not... Wait. They have a special score sheet. Yeah, let me take a look at this.
Yep.
Okay, because we've got Linkura PTBR Nakarashi competing for Faramore, representing Greater. That's a Welsh word. I can't say it. Okay, I know it's Welsh. It's got a lot of L's in it. Jerry Eris is representing that, and then Clades, the decathlonist. Along with Iron Pirate medalist Soberdorf, those are our refs today. And let's go ahead. Whoever gets the lowest score will be the victor today. And I will go ahead and make sure that I've got the spreadsheet and the scores available. Yeah, they're going to be available for you. Don't ask me what that means. I'm tired. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just heard a rooster.
Yeah, it's to start the mogul. So, right, we've seen a bunch of things so far, right?
Yeah.
And really it's all about in this particular case here, right? Like we start with downhill, right? And it doesn't tell you everything here. We gave them the manual. The manual, says you miss a single gate, you're disqualified.
Okay.
Right? So in a weird way, you crash, you're disqualified, right? So, like, the downhill is going to be the fastest one for them, right? But they're going to get, like, no points on it.
Okay.
Because they're going to miss everything, right? After that is the luge. The luge, honestly, the luge and the bobsled are probably the easiest ones to score on. Because like if you don't do anything, you're probably going to score, right? You can get disqualified by flipping over, right? Which is not good. You don't want to flip over.
Yeah.
But you can flip over.
I don't want to flip over. It's scary. Not really that scary.
Not that scary.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. I think I'm getting close to having the spreadsheet up, and I will share it as soon as I do, everybody. Don't worry too much. They can't see it yet, Corndan, so it's not a shame. I like the music, though. I gotta be honest. This is good music.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, well, here we go. Here is the basic spreadsheet as well as the points that they have. The points that they have earned, which you start with a high score of 160, and you are trying to get down to the lowest score possible. So, everybody here... I know they're working on it. We've got tons of time here.
We are, yeah.
Beep, beep,
We're doing
beep.
our best to...
I'm doing my best to beep. Beep, beep, beep. Oh my gosh. That reminds me, like, whenever I ended up... because I got surgery last year, first time I ever had surgery, when I was coming out of recovery, apparently I kept beeping with all the machines. I just beep, 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 and then chuckle to myself. I'm like, hee hee hee. And honestly, like, everybody, if you go to surgery, you gotta beat with the machines. It's very important. Now, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so that y'all can see the important information here. Okay, this is our current score. They are trying to get the lowest score possible here. So we've got a lot of work. 160 for everybody. However, it looks like Derby Ghost has actually gotten better than last place in one of the events, specifically the ski jump.
Yeah, all you have to do is, like, not fail it.
You're asking a lot, Corn Dad.
I know, I think it was Alapex and not Derby Ghost. Right, Derby Ghost just finished up ski jump?
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll want to make sure everybody knows. So at this point, we're seeing, or, you know, make sure that the refs know. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in discussion with the refs on what's going on.
Yeah, and don't worry, everybody. Like, this will be corrected over time. Don't feel like you need to put any pressure on the refs because it's always a little bit of a steep learning curve when it's a new game. You know, they've been thrown into the chaos that is Winter Olympic Games, Lillehammer 94 for the Super Nintendo, and I think by the end of the match, it'll be smooth sailing when it comes to tracking. Whenever there is an issue, though, we always say that if there is an error live, it will be corrected later. So don't worry too much. We will, you can let us know if there is an error, and we will definitely double check and make sure everything's correct. Yeah. Here's the deal, okay? I have sympathy for the refs because I love them. They have put aside their time to help out. And Kusogrand8 is all about making the players suffer, not the refs. Although, like, if I can do double, Corn Dan, I kind of like that.
So we're starting to get people get to the most confusing event, and that's the biathlon. Biathlon, like, sucks. Right? So the way you have to control this, it's like left and Y and right and A. Right? So you see that little bar that's going as it bounces around, like...
Oh yeah, I see Alapex. You have to do those
alternating, and if you don't do it, you stop.
Yeah, so it's not mashing. You need to get into a rhythm. However, I know with other Winter Olympic Games that we've had, like, heart rate actually mattered. Is that something that comes into play with this?
This is U.S. gold. We're not nearly that
sophisticated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, U.S. gold. I love you. Look at Kerma. Look at those hips. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, nope.
Yeah, so they're supposed, on the moguls, right? They're supposed to do tricks.
Oh, okay. I mean, you say supposed to, but yeah, we'll find out. Thank you, by the way. It looks like when they get to the results screen, it should be left up a little bit longer so the refs have time to react and get the score written down. Right now, Derby Ghost has just a teeny tiny bit of a lead, a little baby lead, but still, a lead is a lead. If you're in first, that is great. Speaking about being in the lead, you know, this match will give players points. The person who comes in first gets 10. Whoever comes in last gets 2. Do we have anybody getting eliminated due to this game?
No, it's a 7-point match, so nobody's going to be eliminated.
Wait. The bobsled butt? Oh, yeah. The bobsled butt did get added to the spreadsheet.
The artist for the bobsled butt, right, made sure that was well crafted.
Yeah, can I... Okay, how do I get over there? Here's how, everybody. Y'all gotta see the bobsled butt, okay? It's very important. The refs put it on the sheet right over there. That's barely a butt. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an athlete, right? The red one is a little bit more well-defined as a butt.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Right. Karma's got a butt.
Ooh, red butt. Oh, yeah, you can see the flesh, like, causing a lot of detail there. It's nice.
So Alopex is on one of my most, like, infuriating, right, stuff, the short track, right? The short track is awful.
Okay.
Like, the controls for that are awful. So the places I expect them to do well, right, are going to be on luge, on bobsled, on ski jump. Those are going to be, like, the easiest ones, right, to score on. Like, Kerma got 15th on bobsled right now, right?
Yeah. That's not bad. That definitely is high enough to get, like, a solid second place at this point, luckily. Yeah, they wanted me to know that the red bobsled is now, the bobsled butt is on the ref spreadsheet. The refs doing God's work here, I tell ya. I don't know what kind of god, but a god of sorts. A god of butts. Do we have a god of butts? Everybody, I've been playing the Hades 2, and I have not run into the god of butts.
Hades 2 is so good.
Oh, it's so good, Corndan. It's better than this game. I can guarantee you. But it's so good. Yeah. And apparently, oh, Corndan, their god is Jacked Anubis. That actually makes sense why they would be taking pictures of butts. Like, yeah. Jacked Anubis has to be a fan of good butts.
Kusogrand might make a good point in chat. Aphrodite is probably the god of butts.
Yeah, I never see her butt in Hades 2, though.
I imagine it's a good butt, though.
Yeah, I see a lot of the rest of her, but not really her butt. Yeah, if anybody plays Hades 2 and comes across a good butt screenshot, I ask that you send it to me in a DM, and then after I have saved it to my computer, you can delete it. I just need a good butt. Alopex currently doing, it's not the skeleton, or it's the luge. The luge. The skeleton's where you have your head sticking forward. The luge, you have your feet. I didn't. Yeah, when the Olympics came to Salt Lake, I actually got to go and see the bobsledding, and it was. I would say that it's really cool, but you don't get to see much because of how fast they fly past you. It's just whoop, they're gone.
Yeah, I mean they're doing like 60, 70 miles an hour at least. Right?
Oh
like,
yeah, they're fast
down that hill. They're really fast. So. Right, like the luge and the bobsled are probably the safest events here to start to do well, because the only way you can like get DQ'd is basically if you go high up on the bank turns, and then you don't get back in the track in time, you flip over. Right, so if you don't do that, you'll do probably better than 16th.
Yeah.
Right, generally speaking, with a little bit of practice, and you know, like you can go. We're probably going to see 4 or 5, like, you know, attempts through all of this, so. You know, with a little bit of work, I expect to see, right, then after that'll be the ski jump, right? The ski jump is not so bad. And then the biathlon. Right, like once you get in the rhythm of it, like though the actual like skiing events, they're awful.
Yeah, I can believe that. Like, here's the deal: this game already looks like a nightmare to control, and that's for the game. That's for where I can actually see the controls, like the biathlon. I can see the rhythm. As for the skiing, I have no idea what they need to do. Like. When what buttons do you even push to do a trick rather than fall over on your face? You did give them the manual though, and that should have.
That doesn't help.
Oh,
I mean, it gives them the
come
controls
on.
and like what's being asked of them, right? But it doesn't really. I would argue it doesn't like really help. Hey, Tails got 14th in something.
Oh, very nice. Tails going up in the rankings, it looks like. Everybody is on the scoreboard. Alapex doing the moguls. Yeah.
Yep. So you just need to like hit the buttons and like do tricks. And then
listen
it's
to
kind of
this
like a
good
rhythm
music.
thing. Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know. It's kind of bad, but I love it.
Oh,
Like, this sounds like...
yeah.
It sounds like they're gonna get groovy with something, okay? Like... And not something... It's not something you do in public at the Olympics, either.
Well, I don't know. I've heard tales of Olympic Village.
I love it. Oh no! Alapex, no! You're down! Down for the count.
Moguls is hard, right? But you can kind of get in it. It's like a rhythm thing, and then you basically press buttons as you get to like the tops of like the the moguls to do tricks.
Yeah. So, as a recap for how things are going, it looks like Kurma and Tails are basically tied. Alapex and Derby basically tied. The tiebreaker is whoever got the score first. So, as the clarification, this is the current order. Right now, Kurma in the lead, having gotten 158 points relatively early. After that is Tails. In third would be Derby Ghost or Alapex. I just got a lower time on Alapex's screen, or Alapex's ref sheet at the 5 minute and 3 second mark. But yeah, that is there another butt? Oh, there's a butt.
Yeah. So what I think Alapex is starting to learn, right, on this is that on biathlon, or not on bobsled and luge, on these curves, you go faster the higher up the these big turns you put yourself, right, with the risk that you fall over if you're too high.
Okay.
But that's how you kind of manage this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest thing, like, if you let yourself bump into any of the walls while doing bobsled, you'll lose speed, but more importantly, if you're doing it in real life, you might flip over and hurt yourself. You don't want to do that.
If you're in this too, right, you're too high and everything on that, you fall over and hurt yourself.
Yeah, don't do that, everybody. That's how... Yeah, if you die during the Olympics, you're disqualified.
If you die in the Olympics, you die in real life.
Yeah. Please don't do that. Now, I am taking a look because I want to learn a little bit more about the freestyle moguls. And here's the description here. Moguls will take place at the Kanthalgen Freestyle Arena, just a short distance from the center of Lillehammer, one of the most modern and advanced street freestyle arenas in the world. Having been introduced, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about when they started doing moguls. 1992. Okay, press the A, B, X, or Y button to start the event. The skier must accelerate to a high speed down the mogul slope in order to complete stunts like a twister, daffy, or back scratcher. A twister can be done at a relatively low speed, but some, such as the double stunts, must have a higher speed. Speed can be attained by pressing the opposite direction of the control pad as the skier turns. For example, as the skier is moving left and about to turn right, the player must push right at the correct time. If his pace is too slow, the skier will lose his rhythm and speed, losing turn points and speed points. The skier can perform stunts at any time, but to carry some off requires a lot of skill from the skier. Pushing a direction on the control pad simultaneously with the A, B, X, or Y button will perform a single stunt, provided the timing is correct. That actually did not help me at all.
No, it's really tough. Are you trying to play this too?
No. I mean, I'm just like, oh, there's a blue butt. Everybody, Derby Ghost has a blue butt. Okay. I just needed everybody to see the butt.
So, Tails put in Discord, right? So, hey, this game isn't very good, huh?
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Kerma responded, it's like I'm really an Olympian.
So, slight intermission because we got to look at the various butts that we have all side by side. These are the 4 butts of the apocalypse. They showed up at Lillehammer. Yeah, and it should be a warning sign. These butts will get you, okay? Which one do you... I think the one on the left is Famine, because everybody else looks like they have, like, pretty well-defined muscles and fat, but the one on the left, like, there's nothing. No muscle, no fat. Probably just, like, a skeleton pretending to be a human. Okay.
It's quite possible.
Yeah, which one's Pestilence? I think red is Death. Okay, the third one is Pestilence. And then... what's the last horseman?
I don't know. Something
boring. It's like, oh, I'm a boring horseman. You think that it's the apocalypse, but I'm so boring. War? Oh, wait, yeah. Red can be war. Never mind. Blue gets death. Second green gets pestilence. First one is famine. Or, yeah. There you go.
Or something.
Okay, now that we know the butts of the apocalypse, we can pay attention to what matters. This game. Well, okay, that's fun. Hey, it looks like Derby Ghost actually got a little bit of a ski jump. Not out of 16th place for that one, it looks like. Oh my gosh. Everybody is struggling with everything in this game, Corndan.
Uh-huh.
I love this. Yeah, Tails did say this game isn't very good, huh? Kerma said, it's like I'm really an Olympian. And honestly, like, here's the deal. All you randos in chat, if you went to the Olympics and you tried to do any of this, do you think you'd get out of 16th place? No. No. Do you think you'd even get 16th place? Probably not. No, you'd probably you'd do the moguls and you'd, like, wiggle your hips a bit and then fall down.
True.
Oh my gosh. Just, like, watching the... Is it biathlon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just watching that. I've done cross-country skiing before, back when I was in Boy Scouts when I was young, and it's easily the most boring type of skiing ever. It is so boring.
I've got, you know, coworkers who absolutely love it.
You're an engineer, though. They like numbers. Actually, I like numbers, too. Okay, never mind. Okay. Do rocket scientists like cross-country? Do you like cross-country skiing? Uh-oh, this is a dangerous question. Okay. You know, I bet that if I did it with people I cared about, I'd probably have a better time. Like, just being with friends, I can put up with a lot of crap. But, yeah, back when I was in Boy Scouts, nah, I pretty much hated everybody. They were the worst. Like, honestly, if I identified with anybody... Oh, Kerma did a trick! Kerma jumped! And then fell over. But that's okay. But is that better than last? No, it's not. 0 points still.
It would, like, if you crossed the line.
Okay, Kerma, you can do this. By the way, Kerma is at 148 points. Remember, they are trying to get the lowest score here. Kerma is definitely in the lead at the moment, though. That is huge.
But I would say none of this matters until, like, you know, like 55 minutes. Right? Because somebody will figure out skiing. Probably. right? You know, I mean, like,
oh,
you know,
look at
skiing is
Derby
not-
Ghost. Derby Ghost is getting, like, look at that speed. Yeah, y'all. Cross-country skiing is like skiing, except that you have to put a heck of a lot of effort into it. Alapec's got the hideous children. Congrats, bronze! The children are so ugly! They're so ugly! But yeah, there we go. Look at all the scores. Derby Ghost has gotten down to 144 points. Alapex 146, Kerma 148, and Tails 154. There is our current order.
You, like now, once you start like figuring this out, right? You know, scores are gonna fall.
I need to find out who put like this weird. This is music that fits on. What's the game called? Johnny, or the weird school game that has Beatles music? Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy. It's got Beatles music. Like, that's what it sounds like. Mikey, that's it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody, for helping me. And I think that you corrected me, Corndan, but like, I'm also listening to some jams. I mean, it's goofy sounding enough for a jam. Gotta be honest. Hey, I do want to say thank you as well for everybody who is here and watching. It's good to have you. I am having a lot of fun right now. This is...
As you should. We're watching the Olympics. Who doesn't want to look?
I love watching the Winter Olympics, Corndan. It's like Summer Olympics, all the boring stuff. Winter Olympics, all the flashy stuff. Okay, in winter, you get to like jump into the air for like 15 seconds.
Meters.
It's so cool. Summer Olympics, you throw a frisbee. Not even a regular frisbee, a really heavy one. You just throw a freaking frisbee and then people are like, let's get the measuring tape. There we go.
I mean, that's pretty okay, though.
Honestly, that's probably the most impressive part of the Summer Olympics. The frisbee throw. No, I'm joking, everybody. The gymnastics, obviously the most important part of the Summer Olympics. All of the gymnastic stuff is freaking impressive, okay? People are saying I've never watched fencing. No, I've watched it. It's boring. They swing their swords a few times and then it stops and they have to go through very meticulous replays in order to figure out who got the score. It's boring. I'm sorry. That don't impress me much, as Shania Twain would say about that sport. Yeah, she also doesn't care for fencing, okay? She thinks it's boring. Oh, and Chad is saying they use electronics to tell who scored in fencing. Actually, yeah, that's right, Cornet. Cool. They have like a light up on your forehead. And it lights up if somebody pokes you. It's like laser tag, but with swords. Laser swords. Yeah, laser swords. Yeah, FYI, for everybody who asks about every 5 seconds in chat if this game has curling, this game does not have curling. No, they were trying to trick people in the U.S. into playing this game, okay? Like, the company's named U.S. Gold, not because they're from the U.S., because they're not, but because they figured it sounded better and more likely for people to respect them.
Are you kidding, man? Man, the U.S. loves curling.
I mean, we do now. We hated it when we first saw it, but then we actually came to respect it.
Have you seen the the U.S. men's curling team, right? It's like 4 dudes from Wisconsin.
I love it. Oh, we're on to the sweet music. Wiggle those hips, Alapex. So I'm taking a look, and there are a lot of people who worked on this game who did not get credited, and I'm not too surprised. How the crap? Okay, there's someone who worked on this named Jez Sherlock. It says uncredited as Jeremy Sherlock, and I'm like, how is your non-credited name incorrect? Or I don't, okay. I'm gonna blame Moby Games for being a nerd. Yeah. With that said, we've got people like Donald Campbell who worked on this. He also worked on other games like Men in Black, the series for Game Boy Color. That sounds fantastic. A Bug's Life, a lot of Madden games. We've got Bear Bobber. Wait. That sounds like Hover Bobber. I know Hover Bobber. Is that by the same people? It might be. Earth Defense for ZX Spectrum. Okay, Snakes and Ladders for Atari ST. That sounds great. Fantastic. The Flashback, The Quest for Identity. That is a very familiar sounding naming.
Haven't we had that on Kusogrand8?
I feel like we have, yeah. Oh, this music's a jam. I'm just trying to figure out who did the music for this, or who most likely did the music. One of the programmers for this helped do the Windows conversion for Sonic 3D Blast, so that's cool. Those are words that I never thought would be uttered. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Hey, everybody, Kerma is on a roll here. Look, 132 points, definitely in the lead. Remember, it's basically golf scoring. The lower the score, the better. Derby goes down to 139.
Biathlon, once you get that in, right, is probably the easiest to get gold on.
Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, like, all you have to do is learn the strategy and do it well, because it seems like you've got the visual to help you know when to actually move, and that visual is super helpful here. Oh my gosh, this music is so over the top. Oh great, one of the programmers for Shaq Fu on Game Gear worked on this. I found that connection yesterday with Beethoven. Did anybody working on this work on Beethoven for Game Boy? Because I wouldn't be surprised. It's all connected. All the crap's connected, Corndan.
Not Electus saying is you're surprised this game didn't have speed skating. It does. It has short track skating, which is awful.
Oh, we've got the associate producer for Disney's Pocahontas on Game Boy. We even have the Ono Molin emote from that. Okay. Yeah. I am going to find the musician for this if it's the last thing that I do, okay? I will die in order to find this. Who did the music? I don't know. The developer of Chucky Egg for BBC Micro, though. That's cool. Yeah, it seemed like everybody who worked on this worked on Flashback, The Quest for Identity. But I see a lot of Disney games like Disney's Hercules, Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. We've got Pocahontas, Caesar's Palace. Okay, that's not a Disney game. That's a Donald Trump game. A little different. Whoa, jeez. What was that sound? Someone is yelling.
Was what?
I heard an audience. An audience was like, woo!
I don't know. Could be in the moguls.
Probably, yeah. Oh, perfect. The technical director of Sonic the Hedgehog for 2006 worked on this. That's nice. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
I love it. I love I love everything. I love all developers. They're all the best. And honestly, it's not necessarily your fault, developer, if the game falls apart. Sometimes you can blame other people, like management. Always blame the management, okay? That's what they're there for. Management exists to blame.
I blame management?
Do you blame management?
No, why not?
Good. Yeah, I unfortunately cannot find who made this wonderful music, but we'll just have to pretend that it was Jesus. Yeah. He knows the good sounds.
Sure.
Like, yeah, if he was a perfect being, as they say, then he knew the perfect way to make music for the Winter Olympics Lillehammer 94. Wait, apparently,
bro, you're supposed to check chat.
I'm trying to look. Check chat. Oh,
I don't know
John Hancock. Excuse me, John Hancock signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yep.
Okay, wow, okay. John Hancock, who signed the Declaration of Independence, worked on this game. Thank you so much for your music, Johnny. Oh, the other John Hancock. Okay, never mind. Seriously, though, I'm having a blast. It's being great.
You know, this has turned out better than I hoped it would.
Yeah, I mean, like, everybody is learning how to play the game. Nobody has, like, completely fallen out of it. Everybody is getting better. And that's what I love to see, you know? Kerma still on the lead, but, like, Tails and Alapex have really been improving what they've been doing here. They're doing really, really well.
It's not surprising that they're improving. I mean, and it's not surprising where they're improving either, right? You know, I think that there are certain things that are just going to be terrible, right? Short track speed skating is awful.
Oh yeah.
But we're seeing improvements in like the biathlon and the two, you know, ice track events, so luge and bobsled, which I think is really good.
Yeah. Okay, Alapex trying to do the spade skiing. I don't even know. We're just...
Tails has various four-letter words in their head right now about that last slalom attempt, like heck and butt.
Butt heck. Honestly, though, if you are going skiing for one of your first times, it is butt heck. Your butt's gonna hurt. Like, really, really hurt. That is life. I haven't done downhill skiing, but I've done downhill snowboarding, and yeah, my butt hurt a lot after that.
I fell more doing snowboarding than I did skiing, and I'm not good at either. But there are a lot of folks in my neck of the woods who do skiing. You know, because it turns out you can just like go to the White Mountains and like do stuff.
Yeah. I live right near a ski resort, actually multiple, I guess. But it's been a long time since I've gone. But when I've gone, I've done snowboarding a little bit. Not really skiing because I don't know, at least it doesn't work for my brain. The skis always end up crossing for me.
Well, that's because you're going pizza, not French fries.
I don't know what that means. I'm going pizza? Well, yeah, I'll go pizza. I like the pizza. Why would I go French fries?
It's how you're pointing your skis, right? Pizza and French fries.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you're pointing your skis inwards.
Yeah, that's pizza.
Yeah. But then how do you stop pointing them? Pizza.
You eat French fries?
That doesn't help. I eat French fries.
Well,
my skis are still pizza.
Well, that's a problem. Fix that.
Yeah, I know. And then what if I go to French fries and then I do the splits?
Then you go back. Then you go back to pizza.
Oh my gosh! Wait, so I have to do pizza sometimes?
Well, you do if you don't want to go like super fast.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do the snowboard.
Somebody in chat got my reference, right? If you do pizza when you shoot French fries, you're gonna have a bad time.
So when do you French fries?
This whole thing is a South Park reference.
Why is this okay, look, I grew up in Utah. We don't get the, like, okay, I've seen one episode of South Park all the way through. No, I've seen a few of them, but I can't remember any of them because, yeah, there's only one that I really remember. Otherwise, the humor just blends in with each other. I mean, it's a fun show. I enjoy it. I'm glad it exists. And the Stick of Truth was a really good RPG, Corndan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my earliest memory of South Park was when we were on a drama trip to southern Utah, specifically. I think they were doing the Shakespeare Festival down in what is it called? Cedar City. And we went down there, and one night my roomies just decided to stay up until about 4 a.m. watching South Park. And let me tell you, I was still very religious at that time. And I was very uncomfortable with it. Now these days I'd be like, I just want to sleep. Bring earplugs, put them in. You can watch South Park all you want. I'm gonna sleep. It's fine. Well, we are just about 3/4 of the way through. The players need to start getting their best attempts in. At this point, you know, each individual game, they're trying to get their best score for, and essentially get as close to getting the cold for that specific sport. At this point, Kerma has done the best, but honestly, all it takes is 1 or 2 good shots. Like, if you have a sport where you got 16th place and you suddenly get first,
that's a huge
go down 15 points.
This is going to be one of those cases that, you know, potentially we could easily see everything changed in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, essentially, Kerma is not out of reach of anybody. Tails just went down to 146 points. If Tails gets first in an event where he took 16th, then that brings him down to 121 points, enough to be in second, and just 1 or 2 more points, bam, that is first place. Everybody is in this. Alapex managed to get through the moguls and take 16th place. Very nice. Better to get any other place, but, you know, at the very least, Alapex didn't crash, and I think that at least having one run through the moguls without crashing is worth doing. Oh my gosh, that reminds me a little of that one lady who she got into the Olympics for a skiing event, and she was, like, extremely average, but because of technicalities and the fact that she went to a few different events and placed high in them because nobody else was competing, she ended up getting into the Olympics. I love that. Like, work the system, lady, okay? If you want to compete in the Olympics and you found a loophole to do it, then you do that. Hey, DePatman, thank you for resubscribing. I very much appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're doing well. Everybody, this is being scored based off of the number of points that they have. There's 16 places for each sport, or for each of the 10 sports, so they are trying to get the closest to first and get the lowest score as scored on the spreadsheet. At this point, Kerma is at 119. In second place is Derby Ghost with 136 points. If we see anybody get under 100 points, I think that will actually be pretty huge. Yeah, some of these ski courses are kind of a nightmare because you can't see what's coming up. You basically have to have the track memorized.
Pretty much.
Yeah, at least the bobsled shows you the mini-map of the track at the top. Derby Ghost, no! Derby Ghost, you're dead! Okay, not dead, just slightly injured. It's fine. So, question, are they allowed to choose any of the sports in any order, or do they have to...
Nope, when you do the full Olympics, that's just how it goes.
So they just have to do the full Olympics over and over again. Yep. Okay. Here we go, Derby Ghost. No! Derby Ghost has fallen! Okay, Kerma, get that speed up in the biathlon. Look at that speed. Yeah. Okay, 2 people on the bobsled right now. I don't know why Bob has sleds, but that's just what he does. Got a whole collection of them. Yeah, I like Bob. Don't go looking through his stuff, though. He's got weird stuff.
Oh, it is.
Okay, Alapex trying to maintain as much speed as possible. Tails has been staying over 100 kilometers per hour pretty consistently, though. I'm excited to see if Tails manages to get a bit of a better time. 57 seconds. I don't think that's going to be a...
Not going to be good enough. You have to get like
15th. Please read. 15th, though.
'15th is an improvement.
Yeah. Oh no, Derby! Oh look, Kerma got a gold. Look at those children.
Yeah.
Honestly, can anybody else give me the gold?
I think Kerma has gotten the gold in that before.
Alapex getting a little bit of a long jump, but not very far, 40 meters. I mean, that's better than nothing. Kerma into the trees. Boop. Okay, Alapex, I believe, going for the high jump again. I'm not completely sure how the high jump works. Oh, okay, 79 meters. That's not too shabby.
So the way you do, right, with the ski jump, so as you're going down the slope, right, you can see a little meter. You want to keep it. There's a spot on the skis you want to keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you press left and right while you're going to keep your skis like straight, you know, or splayed out like the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
So they don't get crossed up. And then as you get really close to the ground, right, then you hit like B or A or whatever to put the skis on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has gotten that well.
Kerma got 11th in that.
Okay.
Right, so
Top
so the
11
ones
is
where
good.
So the ones where we've seen progress. Kerma got 3rd in luge, right? Tails got 9th in luge. Nobody's gotten anything in downhill. Nobody's gotten anything in moguls or super G. On the bobsled, Kerma has gotten 12th, and Tails has gotten 15th. On the ski jump, Kerma's got 11th, Tails has gotten 14th. Right, the biathlon, Derby and Kerma have both gotten 1st. And Tails has gotten 9th. Nobody's gotten any improvement on the giant slalom or the regular slalom. And then on short track racing, Alapec's got 3rd, right? Derby's gotten 8th, Kerma's gotten 7th.
Getting 3rd? That's huge.
Huge.
Yeah. Like, the best scores that we have definitely are for the biathlon, with Derby and Kerma.
Yeah.
But 3rd on the luge for Kerma, 3rd on the short track skating for Alapex. You know, those are some of the best scores that I see here. And honestly, I think that everybody has found 1 or 2 events that they do pretty well at. Derby goes the biathlon and the short track skating, easily their best. Kerma got really good at the luge, the biathlon, and the short track skating. Okay, mostly it's those 3. Yeah. Now, one thing, ski jump, people have been getting a little bit better at, but right now, downhill skiing is just out of it for everybody. Moguls, Super G, basically as soon as they get to the Super G, goal is to crash as quickly as possible and move on to the next event. That's the strat that I've seen.
You know what? Like, if you're like, okay, you got like 8 minutes left, right? I would absolutely crash in every skiing event so I could go focus on like the luge. I could go focus on the ski jump. Like, I think the ski jump is right, like, you know, where you're gonna see improvement, right? The biathlon.
Oh, Alapex right into the trees. See, I told you. That's the strat.
It's a good strat.
Yeah, if you don't think that you can improve on one specific sport, especially when it's a long one that you've never completed, just crash. Go to the next one, which is short track, and Alapex has gotten 3rd place on this. Alapex could technically move out of 3rd place
but
here.
I like Alapex's idea, if you know you've gotten like 3rd or something on it, right? You know? And you don't think you're going to improve, and you want to get onto something like back to the biathlon or something like that where you could improve it.
Yeah. I mean,
right, like getting 1st in this, right, would be a huge improvement.
For Alapex, it would be an improvement of 2 points.
But that would be enough to get in front of Derby.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Tails just got 1st in biathlon.
Very nice, Tails.
See, I mean, look, right, we've got 3 players within 2 points of each other.
Oh my gosh. How is this so tight?
Right, and then Kerma's kind of running away with it right now. But that still doesn't mean anything right now.
Yeah, let's see. Is Kerma able to get a better score for luge? Kerma currently has 3rd place for that. What is this terrifying music? Oh my gosh. Is that the celebration music for Oh my gosh, I hate it. That is terrifying. Everybody, maybe that's why they weren't credited. I can't figure out who did the music. Oh, John Hancock. That's right. John Hancock. Yeah. That's my favorite thing. This really, upbeat music, and then you just ski into a tree immediately. I mean, if you're only going 5 miles per hour, it's a light bump into a tree. You're gonna be fine. Okay, Derby Ghost. 55 meters and a perfect land. That is not going to be enough to get out of 16th place, though. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes left. Everybody just trying to do whatever they can to move up in the rankings.
Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, so if you look at the ski jump, right, you got those arrows. There's a little line on the skis, and that's where you want it. That's where you're going to get the most distance.
Okay. By line, do you mean like the red area of the skis?
So in the red areas, there's a little black line, and that's where you want to keep the arrows by pressing up and down to get there.
Okay. There we go. Derby Ghost going back to the full Olympics. Actually, now I'm curious because that wasn't the full Olympics. Did any of that count?
Could have reset.
Oh, that could have been a reset. Yeah. Okay. I got confused. Yeah, she reset. Alopex currently doing the luge, or as you might call it, the loogie. If you call it the loogie, you're doing it wrong, though. That's not what it is called.
I can't believe this is going to end up being this close.
Yeah, what the crap? Big question is, if Alopex can get out like ahead of 15th place, that's currently their best in the loogie. What is that?
All it
9th
takes
place?
is a little. That's a big difference.
That's huge. Alopex, I believe.
Well, that's on the first. That's on the first thing.
Oh, okay.
Alopex
So
has gotta
that
finish
doesn't
it
count
up.
yet. Okay.
But like,
that's good. That's a good start. Okay, Alopex, don't fall over. If you can avoid falling over, you might have this. Ooh, losing a little bit of speed, that's fine. Like, Alopex could move into second place right here. And
yeah,
they've been in fourth for quite a while. Having a late move into second would be so cool.
All Alopex has to do is not crash.
Don't crash. Okay.
Now, Derby has also not done well on the luge, so if Derby does well too, right?
That's 12th. That's still good enough to move up. I believe Alopex moves into second with that. Yep.
Yes.
And the scores reflect it on the sheet. Of course, we still have 2 minutes for players to move out of whatever position they have. Alopex just getting the hip moves down. Heck yeah, look at these moguls. You just gotta basically do the boogie woogie when you're doing the moguls. Look at, like, this is a good dance move. Woo 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 woo. Oh my gosh, I can feel my joints hurting after watching that. Still 16th place, nowhere near moving out of 16th for moguls. Hey, it looks like Tails has actually moved up considerably. Tails is now in second place, 124 points.
I mean, yeah, this is
very good speed for Alopex. Is that enough to move out?
It's not going to be enough.
16th? Nope. And we are in the final stretch right now. This is basically the very last chance for anybody to get any points right here.
Yep. And even then, I don't think it's going to matter, right? Tails isn't going to be able to get points in enough time, right? Yeah. And Tails can't get enough points to pass Kerma. So we are set.
Oh, this has been fun. So many place changes, so much drama. And that, my friends, is time. Put your hands up in the air, clap for the players. They have suffered for your entertainment, and Rad Gravity has decided to come and plague us. Thank you, Rad Gravity.
Well, you know.
Oh, that's definitely how it goes. Well, it's pretty clear, based off of the info that I have here, that Kerma takes the victory with 114 points. Tails second, 124 points. Alapex stealing that third towards the end, and Derby Ghost with 136 points. Everybody did a fantastic job here. Honestly, this is a very challenging competition, I think. Like, this game, with all of these mini games, everybody just has to learn how to deal with all of the crap. And yeah, we are going to invite Kerma to come and chat. And it looks like we have Kerma here. Hello and congratulations. You are our victor.
Wow. I really pulled it out for my country. I'd like to thank everyone for...
Canada, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're just naturally good at winter equipment.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
True. I had the home team advantage.
I mean, technically a different country. Whatever. You know.
True.
That's how it goes. Yeah. Seriously, though, like, you got an early lead, and I really think that you had... you pretty much held the lead the entire time. Like, you got the biathlon down pretty quickly. You got the luge down to third place?
Yeah, I don't really know how, because, well, I do know, like, it's hard. It's just, it's one of those...
Really hard.
It's one of those games where you have to, like, look at the mini-map more than, like, what's actually going on. You don't actually watch what's happening in front of you, but, yeah, no, the biathlon I actually really liked. It kind of made me feel like I was playing a better game for a few seconds. The rest of it sucked. What was it? The Among Us Hills or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know what it was.
The moguls.
Yeah. I don't know anything about. Did anyone do anything on any of them? Or?
Nobody got out of 16th place for moguls. As well as Super G, and Giant Slalom, and Normal Slalom, and Downhill. All 5 of those, nobody got any scores. Everything else, people actually did okay. It's just like, if you had skis on your feet, you were going to lose. Unless it was the biathlon.
More or less.
I figured that to, like... I would be curious at what the intended way to play the game is, like, other than the fact that there isn't an intended way to play the game, but, because, I know on the skiing ones, I actually thought this game was going to be longer than it was. Like, I assumed that I'd get 2 runs in max, so at the start of the match, I just restarted over and over again until I could fly through all the flags in the first slalom. Turns out that was a complete waste of time, because... even if you get through all the flags, you still get 16th. I don't know how you're supposed to get anything other than 16th, because I was like 10 seconds over.
Yeah.
I assume...
It is difficult to do, and you basically have to be crouched down the whole time for it.
Yeah, I assume you have to do that, and then also I'm assuming that the L and R, like, jump hops, like, don't decrease your speed as much as regular turning, but I just didn't want to mess with that at all. Yeah, other than that, trying to think of other ones. The ski jump, I managed to get a decent score once, and I never did it again, even though I kind of knew what was going on. Just random. I don't know. But other than that.
Yeah, you got a pretty good score.
The easiest one when I was a kid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
Coordinator has a lifetime of experience with this game, Kerma.
Yeah.
So the big difference on what you were doing, right? Because what you have to do on ski jump is there's that little black line, right? Like in the red part of the skis. And so you keep in that, but you have to hit the B button, right? Right before you get off the end to like jump.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I was hitting you hit like left and right to kind of keep your skis like in the middle.
Yeah.
Right, so they're not crossing over. And then right before you hit the ground, hit the B button again and you land.
Yeah, I figured out most of that, but, like, I think just maybe the timing was weird, or, well, the first few times I didn't even know about the arrow things, because in the manual, I always have like the manual like either printed out or like on my second monitor so I can reference it during games because I'm weird like that. But in the manual, it doesn't even mention. I don't think, maybe I just skimmed over it. It doesn't mention anything about keeping the arrow in the line, so I just didn't know what the heck that was. And but yeah, I don't know. That was hard.
Yeah,
quickly,
I know that other players were like looking at the interface and being like, where do I need to keep the icon? And it's like, it's worth having a little experience with other sports games to see what they historically did at that time. You never know when Winter Olympics is going to show up and in your Kusogrand8 life. So I think it's worth playing a variety of genres in order to sort of get a feel for what designers did, because usually people who are just trying to hurry and cash in on the Winter Olympics, they're not going to go and reinvent the wheel. They're going to take whatever's there because they have like 5 weeks to get this done.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. This is US Gold anyway.
Yeah,
True. Well,
which is
gold,
not
I'll
a US company.
Oh, really?
No, why would
It's a
US
British
Gold
company.
be a US company? It's British.
Oh, that's great. UK Gold doesn't ring. Doesn't
UK
roll off the
Gold.
tongue as much.
Yeah, US Gold. It's a fascinating history. They're not a great company, and honestly, I think most of the problems you can track down to them having licensed games that often felt pretty rushed, or at least felt like they expected the world and got what developers could do instead.
Oh yeah. Well,
I didn't care because whatever.
Now,
technically, this was a licensed game because in the opening ceremony, RoboCop lights the torch.
he does. He's great. Also, it's licensed because it's an official Olympics game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's not just RoboCop.
True.
Now, I do have somebody in chat saying that one of our referees, Nakarashi, said that they had a long play to go and look at, and the person who did it said that it took them 15 tries to actually get to the end of any of the ski courses. So
Yeah,
do not be surprised that didn't work out for people. That is not
The
good.
slalom was surprisingly short, but then like I got to the end and I got 16th, so it didn't matter.
I love that I think all of you, right, just decided, most of the way through, like, okay, I'm gonna focus on the things I can do. And so, it's a skiing one, teleport to the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was still trying them, like if I missed one flag, my character would just like do like a 180 degree and just ski uphill into a tree, and it's like
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing people towards the end with any of the skiing things. They're just like, let me hurry and ski into a tree real quick because there's no chance I'm getting out of 16th, and that was a good choice. Yeah. Alapex actually managed to boogie their way out of last place by doing just that. If they wouldn't have done that, I think they would have taken 4th. But
That's crazy.
It was really cool metagaming to see. Now, with that said, everybody, thank you so much for being here. We will have Kusogrand8 tomorrow. I'm only having this one match today because I am just still exhausted trying to recover, but Smite is doing some Jackbox and I'd like to go on raid. Before we do that, Kerma, is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Not really. I just kind of do my own thing. This tournament is more or less the only public thing I really do. I just enjoy playing bad games, so that's pretty much it.
I like bad games too. Yeah. Cool.
We got an extra one thanks to Bad Cats or whatever it was called.
Oh, good.
Bad Cat, rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't expect Bad Cat to be dead forever. 9 lives, everybody.
Yeah.
So let's raid Smite and say, what's something you say in the Olympics?
Disqualified.
Disqualified? Oh, no.
I mean, we saw a lot of that this time around.
Yeah, we'll say disqualified. Okay, disqualified. And you all can have sad faces if you have any of that. The 4 butts of the apocalypse. I like, you can share that, but let's say disqualified. Go, 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 go. I will see everybody tomorrow. We've got 3 matches. Otherwise, take care, Kerma. Bye, Corndan.
Bye.